What's up, people? I want to talk about everybody flock to these denominations, right? Okay, here's my question. They don't want to hear the real people of God read out the real Hebrew Israelites read out the Bible, the child of God, the real prophets of God read out the Bible. I just say it like that. But they would go and they would rather go into a Christian church. Now, mind you now, it's the same Bible in these Christian churches. They would rather go and sit up under a man hooping and, the Lord gonna do this for you. You're gonna get a nice house. And you're gonna have a nice neighborhood like that over yonder. You're gonna have a this and that. You're gonna have a garage. I see 4 garages. And you're gonna, stuff like that. So our people love that kind of Christianity. They love that. That's Christianity. They love that. And mind you now, they don't want it. They offended when you start reading out the law, when you start reading them laws out the Bible. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get silent, they're gonna get stubborn, they're gonna get rebellious, and they ain't gonna want to hear nothing you gotta say. They ain't gonna want to hear nothing about them being debunked. If you try to debunk them of all that illicit relationship stuff, pornography, what you call that? Polygamy, yeah. And polygamy is having more than one partner and sleeping with several different partners, like whether it be a man or woman, whether it be a bunch of women men are sleeping with, or whether it be a bunch of women sleeping with a bunch of men, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And a lot when you start pointing out things in black and white like that, a lot of our people, they get offended. They don't want to hear something that's actually, when you sound the trumpet, that's what they did during Bible days. I think it's in Numbers. I believe it's in Numbers, I believe it is. Numbers chapter, I can't remember. Not Numbers 15, Numbers 13. Numbers, somewhere around up in there, I believe. I might be wrong. I ain't read it in a while, but I'm gonna go back and read it. It talked about blowing the trumpet, and it was blowing the trumpet, and they had a special amount of time that they had. It was called a day of feast, and the day of feasting, when the day of feasting started, then the people had to blow the trumpet, because blowing the trumpet, this was a Bible prophecy, blowing the trumpet was a symbolic of when the priest came to cleanse the sanctuary, and on the Day of Atonement, once the event was over with, then whoever didn't seek God, you find a lot of this in Leviticus chapter 23 too. And you'll see the Feast of Trumpets, the Feast of Tabernacles, and the tabernacles of, and all that kind of stuff. And when they blow them trumpets, once the end of the event came, whoever was not found have seeked God or got on confessed their sins. That's what it was all about. Blowing the trumpet would represent the word of God. They blow the trumpet throughout Israel, throughout the whole land, throughout all of the scattered places of Israel. And that was the purpose of them, you know what I'm saying, gathering for a feast. They gather for a feast, and when they gather for a feast, I think what happened was, before the feast came in, they blew the trumpet and warned the people that they should come and afflict their souls before the sun had set, or something like that, you know what I mean? And once that was over, that event was over, whoever did not seek the God of Israel at that time, man, whether it be man or woman, they was to be cut off from the congregation of Israel. That was during that time. So today we're living in modern day age, and the trumpets is being blown all on YouTube. You know what I mean? And a lot of our people don't want to hear that trumpet being blown. When you blow that trumpet, right, a lot of our people going to get really offended over that, because we've been taught white supremacy here. So I'm not going to keep it out long. I'm going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more a little bit later on. Peace and love to my people of color. And I'm out.